right. So Michael is asking, who are the 10 kings in Revelation 17?
Great. Thanks, Michael. Let's take a quick look at this. Let's start at Revelation 17:3. It says, "So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sitting on a scarlet beast, which was full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns." So this is, for people who are scholars of Revelation, this is talking about the Babylon, right? That sort of the false church riding on the beast. And then we go down to Revelation 17:7 reads, "But the angel said to me, 'Why did you marvel? I will tell you the mystery of the woman and of the beast that carries her, which has the 7 heads and 7 horns.'" And by the way, I believe this is connected also with the same beast of Revelation 13 that we're seeing here. And then Revelation 17:12, the angel goes on to say, "The 10 horns which you saw are 10 kings." So we're not even having to figure out too much here. The angel's telling us it's 10 horns which you saw are 10 kings who have received no kingdom as of yet. So when John was writing this, these are powers that didn't exist, governments, rulers not around, but they receive authority for 1 hour as kings with the beast. So the question becomes, okay, so who are these rulers? When did this 1 hour happen, or has it happened? And you could translate, if we apply the day for a year principle, so like every day of prophetic time, that is 1 year of literal time, then we'll end up with this being about 15 literal days that it's talking about. So no matter what, a really short period. Now we see the term hour coming up another time in Revelation, just the next chapter, Revelation 18. And it starting at verse 10, it says, "Standing at a distance for fear of her torment, alas, alas, the great city, Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour your judgment has come." And then verse 17, "For in 1 hour such great riches came to nothing." Talk about then the devastation economically, the ships are lost. In verse 17, it says, "They threw dust on their heads and cried, weeping, alas, and wailing, and saying, Alas, alas, that great city in which all who had ships and on the sea became rich by her wealth, for in 1 hour she is made desolate." So Babylon, this religious, political, government power that the whole world sort of comes under it. It then really, what we're saying, I believe here, is that it shortly before Christ comes, so sort of in the final hour of its peak power, again, right before Christ comes, there's the world is going to be divided, I believe, into 10 rulers or 10 divisions, and then you'll have like one ruler for each one, and it's not going to last long, fortunately, praise God. But then Christ coming, this will be brought to an end, this kind of one world, 10 ruler system that's under Babylon itself. So that is my understanding of what it's talking about here. Again, there's many theories. It's one of these things where we won't know for sure until we actually see it. But yeah, I don't believe this has been fulfilled, and this is going to be very, very end time prophecy that we're talking about here with the 10 rulers. So Tina, is that consistent with your thoughts, understanding, or anything you would like to add?
Yeah, I think that correlates with, the prophecy of Daniel chapter 2, with the great image that Nebuchadnezzar has a dream about, the head of gold, the arms and a breastplate of silver, the thighs and bellies of brass, the legs of iron, and the feet of iron and clay. And it really specifies in Daniel 2 that it has 10 toes. And right as it says that, the next thing is this rock comes out of heaven basically and destroys it and sets up a new kingdom, which is obviously, Daniel gives the interpretation, which is basically, that the world will have the sequence of nations, and then the last, right before Christ comes, there's going to be this division of 10 that we don't know exactly, all those, we've yet to see that basically, but right before Jesus comes, we will see this division of 10, and then the next thing that's set up is Christ's kingdom. So I'm excited for that. Let's put it that way. Can't wait for that day to come. So.